All right, Fishaholics, welcome back to another beautiful day here in Montauk. Bit of a late start. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, a very busy Saturday, and it's 95 degrees. It's really hot, but that isn't going to stop us from getting out and trying to catch some fish. I don't think we're going to really target just one species. We're going to kind of just be an open book and target a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and grab our inshore light tackle setup, head inshore. And actually, we're just gonna do some wet wading. So I got the suit on, not gonna use the waders because that would be absolutely brutal today. So yeah, let's see if we can catch some fish. Let's hit the road, hit the water, and go get them. All right, so this is what I meant by very, very busy. It's like Montauk has kind of just exploded in the last week, I guess, because like right around like the 20th, of June, that's when kids get out of school, and when Montauk really becomes a summer town and gets packed. So, I mean, it's cool though. It brings the town alive. And you know what? I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get just a nice sweet tea. That's good. All right, so we made it to our very secluded spot, probably the most deserted place on the East End right now. And whew, this water is a little chilly, but it feels really nice being how humid and hot it is. And we had to walk about 1.5 miles to get to this spot. And on the way over here, I was thinking, let's try and catch an inshore slam, which would be a porgy, sea robin, fluke, striped bass, and a bluefish. And there's also a slim chance we could find a weak fish or a black sea bass, but if we can just get those first 5 species, that'll accomplish our goal for the afternoon. Oh, there's a fish. That might be a striper already, or a bluefish. Yeah, a little striper. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Nice and quick, 2-cast striper. Take it easy. Boom. Nice little hefty schoolie. Got him on a little DOA cal. All right, striper on the board. Now we just need those other 4 species, and if we catch those other species as quick as we caught the striper, maybe we'll actually have a chance to fish hard and maybe catch a weak fish or a black sea bass. But we're fishing really shallow water, so there's a very slim chance there's gonna be a black sea bass, but weak fish, there's probably like a 5% chance we actually find one of them. Might have to find like a deep little pocket. There's another fish. Yeah, stripers are stacked here. This is a nicer one. So we got a little bit of flood left, or the tide might just be starting to go out, but there's a little bit of current going this way, and that's why they're sitting right in here. What's up, little buddy? Super fun. There he goes. So the reason why this little DOA cal is working, because there's a lot of small bait over in this area, like small sand eels, small spearing, small little white bait. And we're using our 7'6" fast action Mojo Inshore, 2000 Evict, 20-pound Power Pro Slick, 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. I usually would be using 15 here, but water's, a little on the murkier side, believe it or not, even though it looks pretty clean. And it's getting later in the evening, the sun's going down, so if it was like real high sun midday, then we'd have to probably use 15-pound. It's only about 3 feet out there, so I'm only letting this bait sink down probably about a foot, and then starting the retrieve, just slow and steady, giving it a couple jigs. Maybe lift the rod tip up a little bit more so I can hang it in the current and jiggle it there. And you know, stripers are so aggressive. They just smack this thing so hard. We just took about like 10-15 casts, not another bite. So we'll take like another 10 with the little DOA. If we don't get any bites, we'll probably switch to something else, take a few more casts in this spot, then move down a little bit. There's something. These fish are wild today. All right, let's make a switch. So I wanted to keep things fairly light, so we just packed a couple little baggies with some, you know, DOA cows, gulp, and I got this little bag full of jigs, diamond jigs, little spoons, and I'm thinking before we leave this spot, we should try a little diamond jig so we can cast something way out there, cover some territory, maybe find a bluefish here, or, you know, a bigger bass. Might hit something like that here. All right, let's get them. But before we make a cast, a little tip with the tube on your diamond jig. I always like to push the tube down just slightly so it gives the tube a little bit more of a curve, and it'll help it swim a little bit more, kind of like a sand eel, like give it a little like tailing, like quiver. There's one. That might be a bluefish. Really small striper. Wow, that thing is so tiny. At least we got some slightly bigger ones on the DOA. All right, I think it's time to make a move down a little bit to another spot. Seems like there's only stripers here. We threw on the diamond jig mainly just to see if we could get a bluefish here. So I have a couple other spots in mind where we could probably get it done. Let's try switching over to a little bucktail with some gulp. I think that'll give us a little bit more versatility to catch the species that we need, and we can always switch back to a diamond jig when we get to the area where I know there's going to be some blues. All right, look at that juicy little tidbit right there. There's something. That didn't take long either. Probably a sea robin. Yeah, there he is. Robin on the board. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. That feels like a fluke. Nope, it's a porgy. All right, porgy on the board. Wasn't expecting to get one here. There's like another spot like that has like some deeper water that has some porgy, but 3 down, 2 to go. A little bit bigger robin. All right, so we're gonna make a move to another spot where we could find some bluefish and some fluke. The only thing is, it's another half mile further from where we are. So since it's getting later in the evening, we're gonna try and get there real quick, knock out what we need, and then start our trek back. So hopefully we can catch what we need, and it'll be worth it. All right, we made it. Water looks good. Looks like we got the end of the flood tide still coming in. Oh, my feet hurt though from walking on all these shells here. Whew, it's like walking on glass sometimes. But let's start jigging the bottom, see if we can find a fluke. Oh, just got hit. Good sign, first bite. Could be porgies though, or robins. Come on, fluky dookie, where you at? That might be a fluke. Pretty heavy. Ah, it's a big robin. Alright, so we've been fluking for about 40 minutes. Just stopped real quick to change out the GoPro battery. And to the north of us, it's storming pretty hard, and thundering and lightning. And luckily, right above us here, there's like a little bit of clear sky. I hope this storm passes by. But we're gonna give it like another 10 minutes fluking, then if we can't get any, we'll probably switch to blues, take a few casts, then start working our way back, maybe stop again for some stripers. All right, it's starting to rain now. Oh, this is not gonna be good. Being like 2 miles away from the truck and this big massive storm is gonna hit us. It's gonna hit us hard. Probably gonna have to put the GoPro away. Maybe we'll just start trekking back. All right, it's starting to come down pretty good. We're gonna tie it up. All right, well, we just got slammed by that storm. Lost probably about 30 minutes. Sun is going down. So we switched over to a top water, came back to our first spot where we were catching stripers. So let's give it a shot, see if we can get a few more fish before it gets dark. Tide is all the way up right now, so we could find stripers right at our feet now, which would be pretty sweet. Watch them explode right in front of us. Just took about 5 casts. I was expecting we'd get blown up on pretty quick. Might not be able to get any. At least we got a beautiful, calm scenery. Oh, after the storm, there's a fish right there. Like, look at this view we got. This is beautiful. And we're getting stripers. All right, well, I think that's about it. We tried for another like 20-30 minutes, and now it's getting too dark for me to keep filming with the GoPro, but look at that killer colored sunset we have, and at least we got one more, so it wasn't a total failure. Definitely need a little bit more time in the day to probably complete the slams, so we'll be back and we'll try and make a full video catching all 5 species that we wanted to catch today. So look forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Be sure to check out the FishAholic merch and pick something up. That would be amazing, so it would help support the channel. And be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to keep up to date with the vids, and like always, never forget, live to fish, fish to live.